Hello viewers and welcome to Science TV Brief News. You are with me, Catherine Govi, and my sign language interpreter doing the voicing, Tobias Omondi. On to our first item. Olympic bronze medalist Mary Moraa has urged President William Ruto to extend his goodwill to track stars as Kenya prepares for the 2025 World Athletics Championships in Tokyo. Speaking at a State House during the official flag-off of Team Kenya, Moraa promised medals but appealed for recognition of athletes' sacrifices. President William Ruto announced a major increase in athletes' benefits, directing Sports Cabinet Secretary Salim Mvurya to raise daily stipends from $60, that's 7,740 Kenyan shillings, to $200, translated to 25,800 Kenyan shillings, with officials earning upwards of $300, that's 38,700. Medal rewards were also revised upwards, with gold winners set to receive 3 million shillings, silver 2 million, and bronze 1 million shillings. Moving on, Chief Justice Martha Koome has likened sexual violence to crimes against humanity, warning that offenders will face no leniency in sentencing. She said that the offense violates the Constitution, religious values, and cultural norms, stressing its gravity under both Kenyan and international law. The Chief Justice urged Kenyans to abandon harmful practices such as female genital mutilation and forced marriages, noting that they expose women and girls to abuse. She called on communities to speak openly and condemn sexual violence rather than staying silent. Moving on, the government has sworn in members of the newly created Post Victims Compensation Panel that are tasked with handling claims and awarding reparations to individuals and families affected during demonstrations. The panel is expected to provide justice for victims and ensure a transparent compensation process. The team will be chaired by renowned lawyer and human rights defender Professor Makau Mutua, alongside Faith Odhiambo, the president of the Law Society of Kenya, and Irungu Hilton, the executive director of Amnesty International Kenya. The appointments bring extensive expertise in law governance and rights of advocacy. Moving on, the Kenya National Highways Authority has reopened the Nakuru-bound carriageway on the Nakuru-Eldoret A8 road after receiving safety clearance. The section had been closed earlier this week following the sudden formation of the sinkhole that posed risk to motorists. Engineers conducted thorough inspections and carried out remedial works to stabilize the affected area before reopening the road to traffic. Kenya assured road users that all necessary safety measures have been implemented to prevent further incidences along the busy highway. Moving on, University of Nairobi students on Wednesday evening clashed with police on University Way during demonstrations demanding the release of their exam results. The learners accused the university administration of negligence, claiming delays had disrupted their academic progression. The protests brought traffic along the busy road to a standstill as students engaged police in running battles. Officers lobbed tear gas to disperse the crowds, while demonstrators lit bonfire and chanted slogans calling for accountability from the institution's leadership. And finally, police in Nyamira County have begun a manhunt for the prime suspect in the murder of 20-year-old Faith Kemunto, whose body was discovered at Mangongo Quarry. Now, according to authorities, preliminary investigations have linked her boyfriend to the brutal killing, making him the main suspect of the case. The incident has sparked outrage among residents who expressed shock and demanded swift justice for the young woman. Police say the suspect went into hiding soon after the crime, and a search operation has been intensified to track him down. And that wraps up our brief news. Thank you so much for staying tuned. You've been with me, Catherine Govi, in my sign language interpreter, doing the voicing, Tobias Omondi. Good evening.